And we're back. Howdy, howdy. My name is Guerric, and today we are sampling Exceed Fighting System, the Shovel Knight season 4. Joining me is Exceed Guru Drew.
Okay, I haven't played that much.
Nope, you're the guru. I've created expectations, and now I've psyched you out, and you're going to play terribly because of it. It's great.
I see. Good job.
Drew obviously has played before, as he just alluded. I have also played several months ago, so I'm very rusty. So Drew is going to give a quick teach to help remind me how to play, and just so people know what's going on. And then we will probably only have time for one game, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Maybe if I lose in like 5 minutes.
What?
Maybe if I lose in like 5 minutes, we can play a second game.
Yeah. So what's funny is you've actually probably played more recently than I have. So I will also be kind of rusty. Let's see if I can get this down. Okay, yeah. So this is a fighting game. It simulates like old school arcade style fighting games with a deck of cards and maybe a playmat, although you don't need to use the playmat. These two cards represent our characters, and this line of spaces represents like the distance between the two characters on a two-dimensional plane. So the purpose of the game is to remove all 30 points of the other character's life before they kill you. And generally the way you do that is by playing cards and doing attacks. So I'm just going to go through the actions real quick, which are over here on the reference cards. So prepare. So everybody has we both have a hand limit of 7 for one thing. Prepare is an action that just lets you draw 2 cards on your turn, and then you pass your turn. Normally you're going to do an action and draw a card. Always. Prepare just lets you draw 2 cards and do nothing else. Move. This little symbol is called force, and I'll talk about force later, but move allows you to pay 1 force and move 1 space per... it's 1 force per 1 space that you want to move. If you want to switch sides with the other player's character, so like if I'm here and I want to swap sides with you, this is 1 space, but because I switch sides, it costs an extra force to do. And that positioning is often very important, depending on the character. I'll come back to boost later. Change cards is... oh, shoot. I think I'm using the wrong terminology. This is not force. This is... oh, gosh.
Checking my robot.
Energy. I think it's called energy, technically. Force is a different thing. I've already ruined your teach.
Actually, sure it's not force? I think it might be force.
Because
the rulebook, it's got a little diagram.
Oh, that's right. It is force. It is force. This is the term that I'm forgetting.
Oh, gauge.
Gauge. That's right. Okay, good. Force. Force is really easy. Force is just discarding 1 card from your hands, and that is 1 force. Alternatively, there are certain cards it's different from season to season, but let's see, where's the reference cards you have?
Ultra
okay,
attacks?
yeah.
Is that what you're looking for?
Ultra attacks, you can, if there might be some nuance to season 4, but at least in season 2 you can discard your ultras for 2 force instead of just 1.
Yes, that is true here as well.
Okay, great. Cool. So that's force. 1 card is 1 force discarded from your hand, or your ultras are 2. So that's how you move. Changing cards is spending force to draw that many cards. So it's basically just swapping cards out of your hand. You can spend 1 force to discard a card and then draw 1, or up to 5 if you want. Reshuffle. Once per game, you get to reshuffle your discard into a deck and form a new one. If you run out of cards on your second roll through your deck, then you die. So that's the alternate lose condition is deck mill. And then exceed, I will talk about later. So strike and boost are the two things you're going to do most in this game. And that involves essentially playing a card onto the board. So let's take one of your cards as a reference. Every card has like a little bottom half down here, and that is its boost. And then the rest of the card is played when you strike. So boost is spends force equal to the number in the bottom left to play the boost out on the board. And then this boost is going to be either an immediate effect or a passive effect that will last until the next strike. The passive effects are marked with this little plus sign. Do you have any non-passives? Here's a non-passive boost. This is just immediate. Make sense?
Yep.
You can stack up as many boosts as you want, but they all get discarded as soon as somebody strikes, either you or the opponent. And they'll give some benefit during that strike.
Yep.
Speaking of strikes, is when you choose to strike, you're going to play a card, and then face down. And then the other player will play a card. So let me just grab a random strike from my stuff. Face down, and then we reveal at the same time, and then resolve. So cards all have between 3 and 5 stats on the side. These little things. The most important one usually is speed. So this card that I played is speed 2, and yours is 7, and that's essentially initiative. Whoever strikes first. So you would be striking first with this card. Power is the amount of damage that the card does, and range is sort of self-explanatory. This is a melee card, so actually currently you would miss and nothing would happen, whereas mine is a ranged card. The minimum range on this case is 3, so currently I can hit you based on where I'm standing with this card, but if I was here, it would miss because you're 2 spaces away. I'm too close to use that attack. Then there is armor, which reduces power by 1 point for each point of armor. So this card has armor 2, which means if you hit me after this card is played, your power is reduced by that amount. And then guard is a number that protects from something called stun. So I'll talk about that now. So let's say you're here. So you're going first. And you're going to hit me with 1 power. Normally getting hit stuns you, which means that I don't get to do my attack. It just turns off the other person's strike card entirely. Guard and armor together protect against stuns. So basically, if the attack exceeds your guard value, then you're still stunned. But if the power is less than the guard value, then you ignore the stun effect. And that's after taking into account armor modifiers. Make sense?
Yep.
Cool. The other thing is that every card has some special abilities at the bottom that are tied to a particular set of keywords. So there are hit effects that fire when the attack hits. There are after effects that trigger after you are done playing the card. There are, let's see, what else is there in this game? There's before effects, which is before you hit with the card. There's cleanup effects, which is like once the strike is resolved and we discard all the cards. What else is there? I think that might be it for the timing windows.
It's probably all you need to bother with.
That's all we need to know. If something else comes out, we'll talk about it in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
This special ability, none of it will happen if the card does not get played. In other words, if you get stunned and you don't get to play your card, then none of the effects happen, like before, hits, anything like that.
Yep.
The other important timing window is start of combat. Or I forget what it's called, but it's like start of round or something like that. And those will fire immediately as soon as we reveal the 2 cards.
Makes sense.
Okay, I think that's pretty much it, except for the ultras and gauge. So, whenever you successfully hit on a strike, the card that you played goes over here or somewhere in front of you and represents your gauge. There are a couple things that you can spend gauge on depending on what character you're playing, but every character has an exceed mode, which is this number down here. You spend that much gauge to flip your card over and exceed, and that levels up and gives you some kind of extra ability. The cool thing about this game is the exceeds are all very different, and they're not uniformly good. Like some characters, their exceed mode is like kind of a side grade that you use as like a tactical response to a particular scenario, or they're like better against certain characters, so they're like kind of flexibility exceeds. Other exceeds are like strict upgrades to your existing character, and you always want to do it when you can. It's like very situational, so the design of them is very interesting and good. What else do I need to talk about? I think that's it.
Wild swings, maybe?
Right, wild swings. If someone strikes and you do not, or actually, I think you can do this as the striker. But when you strike, if you don't have a card that you would like to play from your hand, you can just randomly deal one off the top of your deck and hope that it is a good card. And there's a couple really fun characters that are built around wild swinging, but neither of these two are in that case, so it probably won't happen that often. I think that's it.
What is it, EX attacks or whatever?
Oh gosh, you're right. Thank you.
Yeah.
You can at any time you can play 2 cards of the same attack, and it turns them into EX attacks, which just means that every stat on the card has +1.
Lily's asking if 1 gauge equals 2 force. If you can spend a gauge card to generate 2 force. Is that a thing?
Yes, that is a thing. You can spend a gauge card to generate 2 force. I don't think I've seen it happen like probably once, but if you've already exceeded and you don't have anything else to do with gauge, then yes, it turns into force, or you can use it as force. Good catch, Lily. And then there's this reference sheet has all 8 of the basic attacks. So both characters have 2 copies of each of these, and then they also have 2 copies of their unique attacks that you have reference cards for. Did I talk about succeed? Yes, I did. You do not draw a card after you exceed. That's the one exception to take an action, then draw a card. Or I'm sorry, strike. Did I just say exceed?
You said exceed. You meant strike.
Yeah, you do draw a card after you exceed. You do not after you strike. And that's it. So I think we can get going.
Yeah, I think that I don't remember anything else. I'm not seeing anything else from a quick skim through the rule book.
Yep. Yeah, it's a pretty simple game.
Simple, but a little what's the word? There can be
opaque.
There can be some upkeep in remembering all the intricacies, like remembering exactly how strike works and what's the thing we always forgot? Time to be famous. There was something combat related we always forgot, and I can't remember what it is now. Probably something guard related because we're dumb. Anyway, yeah, we decided I was going first. Let me take my turn. I'm just going to... Let's see, what's your special inherent ability? Oh, that's right. Let's try being stupid and go straight for a strike.
Love it. That's right. Propeller Knight is a ranged character. I want to be at max range, generally.
Yeah.
Or I want to play melee attacks that have only one range.
Yes.
Because that also technically is max range. All right. And then when spending force during a strike, you may generate one force for free. Ooh, interesting. You probably have a lot of cards that ask you to spend force then. That's cool.
Yeah.
And you can do it for half off. Okay, great. So you are striking. Let's see. I'm good.
Okay.
Flip 'em. So I have speed 2. You also have speed 2. Shit, why can't I remember the tiebreaker? I think it's who struck is the tiebreaker.
That was
yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm getting it mixed up with BattleCon. Yeah, whoever initiated the strike is a tiebreaker. So you go first.
Okay.
I have a hit effect. You have a hit and an after. Okay, great. Yeah, so you go first. There's no start of combat effects, so you're up.
Yeah, I just I hit for 6, which does not stun you. Unfortunately, it's a heck of a guard.
Yes.
And then
yeah,
hit,
so this game is all about like reading what the other player might be doing and then trying to counter it. So yeah, I was hoping you would get me closer to you, which it looks like you will.
I will, yeah.
Sweet. Okay, yeah. So you're range 3 to 6, which means I'm in range. You hit me for 6 damage. I have no armor, so that drops me down to 24. I do have guard 6, so I'm not stunned. And then hits, I discard a card at random, and then you pull until I'm at range 2.
Yep.
I'm pulled there. And then after, if the attack did not hit, advance 4, 5, or 6. Wow, cool.
Yeah, I was hoping either you wouldn't do a close range attack and I'd get closer, or I'd hit you, surprising you or something, you know.
Yep. All right, so I'm shuffling. I lost a spike. All right, cool. Okay, so now I am in range, and I was not before.
Yep.
I was assuming you were playing something that would either pull me or push you closer. So I hit for 6, and you have to discard a card at random. However, I think you had some armor on that.
I did. I had 2 armor, so I only take 4 damage.
So you take 4 damage. And this, because you hit with
that's right. That's right.
Gauge, not your discard. And
that's right.
Same with mine. Okay, so that's the first strike, and I am up. You do not draw a card. You struck.
I lost my grasp.
Okay, cool. Oh, good. I think I'm going to prepare, so I will just draw 2 cards, and then it's back to you. Oh, I forgot to mention, it's not super relevant, but at the beginning of the game, you do get a mulligan, and it is a flexible mulligan, so you can discard any number of cards and redraw that number. You don't have to dump your whole hand. Obviously, too late for that, but yeah.
Yeah.
You get to mulligan if you're digging for something in particular. Sorry.
That's okay. I think there's only one card I would have mulliganed anyway, so it's not a huge deal.
Okay.
I'm just gonna prepare.
Okay. Oh no, that is a keyword that I do not recognize because it is unique to season 4.
Can I help you?
That's okay. Yeah, can you look up what sustain means? It's a new mechanic and I forget what it does.
Yeah, let me check. It's been a while. Sustain.
Each season has like a set of little season-specific mechanics that are super fun.
Sustain prevents a continuous boost from being discarded when the current strike ends. Sustaining a boost only lasts until the next strike. You may continue to sustain boosts over multiple strikes.
Oh, that is cool. Okay, yeah, I remembered the season 4 thing was cool and fun. That is fun. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, why not? I'm gonna strike. Oh, jeez. That's hilarious that went all the way into your hand.
Yeah. Propeller Knight is a fast character, Lily, as I recall. Shoot. I'm gonna wild swing.
Nice, I love it. All right. Ooh, cool. All right.
Too bad it doesn't have armor.
We're both speed 6, so I go first.
Yep. Man, I would have liked that.
Yeah, that's a cool card. Spend up to 2 force for each force spent. Push 1. Nice. Yeah. Okay. I'm starting to get Treasure Knight's deal. Okay. Yeah. So I'm at range 1 to 3, so that hits. It's power 2. You don't have any armor, so take 2 damage.
Yep.
I advance 4.
And then either gain advantage or return it to your hand.
2, 3.
Yep.
And I should note there's a difference between advance and close.
Yeah.
Advance can cross the other player, whereas close only closes the distance. And you do have to do exactly that number, assuming you can. So sometimes you'll say advance up to number, and this one just says advance 4. So I have to go as far as I can. So I'm in the corner. And then advantage is whoever has advantage gets to go next. So I could it would be my turn again if I pick advantage, or I can take that card back. So like capitalize on advantage. No, I'll take this card back in my hand.
Okay.
And then it's your turn.
Scuttle Slam goes to the discard because I did not. I got stunned.
Yep, you did.
I'm going to. I'm going to strike.
Nice. Okay. Oh man. I guess this is a useful time to explain the speed curve, which is a concept that somebody came up with in Exceed. So at range 1, speed 7 is pretty much always going to be the best possible, short of like a couple of ultras and like someone doing an EX attack. But like basically, if you're at range 1, speed 7 will win pretty much every time.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just degrades by 1 from there. So like if you're at range 2, then speed 6 wins every time. 3 is range 3 is speed 5, and then on down. For the most part, like those tends to. That's like the curve. So basically, you probably played a 6, and if you did, I can't beat you, even if I play a 6, because you will break ties. So I have to decide if I want to try and go slow and play a guard, if I have one, or wild swing, or just take the hit and set up. My options anyway. Yep. All right.
Ready?
Yep. Oh, dang. You went low. Cool. I like it. Okay, so
you ignore guard. That's
and I spiked. Yes, which is the which is the card that ignores everything you just did.
That's exactly what I needed you not to do. Okay.
Yep. So I go first. I hit you for 5.
Yep. I just took it.
And yep, your guard is ignored, so you're stunned.
Man.
So that goes to my gauge. Yours goes to discard. I actually wasn't anticipating you to go low, although that's what Spike is for. Spike is for when you think they're going really low with a power card and you can ignore their guard with it. But I was really just hoping that guard 4 would allow me to hit back.
But yeah, no, you countered with exactly the right thing, the Spike to my sweep.
I did play exactly the right card, yeah. Just on accident is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I am up next, and I'm going to prepare for 2. So it's back to you.
Okay.
I'm also at hand limit now, if you care about that.
Yeah. Ugh, things are not looking great.
Yeah, with only 4 cards, your choice is either, if you have a good card that you think could, if you think I'm going to strike next, you have a card that you think might be able to counter whatever I would strike with, now is a really good time to play a boost.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like a plus speed boost, if you want to try and
if
beat my speed. Or
I really
like
wish I had my sweep now, but my gambit failed. I'm just going to prepare.
Okay. Yeah, that seems like the right thing to do. Because I am going to strike, and it's going to be an EX attack. So I'm playing 2 of the same card.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. What are my specials? Is sweep us? No, that was a normal one. Sweep it. Yeah, both of the 2 strikes I've played are regulars. Okay. I don't recognize the standard cards in this set yet.
Yeah.
Although it should be pretty easy because it looks like it's just these 2 characters.
It is. It's just those 2 characters.
Is that Shovel Knight and Shield Knight?
And they have the weird gems in the corner, which makes them look like they're more special than the other cards, but it's the reverse.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That is keying. Yeah, okay.
It was majorly confusing when Lily and I were learning the game off of this season.
Yeah, so if it helps, those gems are
corresponding to their stat, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Well, no, they're basically every set of basic attacks across the entire game have a symbol. So like all the spikes in all 5 seasons now are yellow hexagons in the top right corner.
Mm-hmm.
And that just is like an easy way to pull out all of the basics. So like if you wanted to, you could play with one set of basics from any of the seasons if you're a well, it's not super crazy because the first 2 seasons have like super generic basics
Mm-hmm.
that have like silhouette fighters in them, so it's not tied to any season. So that's why. But yeah, I can see how that would be confusing at first.
We'll go with this. All right. Yeah. Fine.
All right, so I played both my assaults. It's an EX, so these stats are increased by 1. So the range is 1 to 2, speed is 6, power is 5, etc.
Yep.
It comes with an armor. Does it increase stats it doesn't have? Yeah, it does. So I have 1 armor and 1 useless guard. But I'm going before you, so it's all good. What are you doing? Ouch. That is a great counter. Nice. Okay, so yeah, I closed 2, so I end up in melee. I hit for 5 because of the EX.
Is that your max range? So do you not get an extra? Oh, your special and ultra attacks have it, not your basics. Okay.
Yeah. It's just the specials, and assault is a base.
Yep. I forgot it was.
Yeah, so I hit for 5. And then I am going to gain advantage, so I'm going to take the next turn.
Yep.
But now you're up. You guard my 5, and then you're hitting me for 7. Ouch.
Hey, it's something.
That's definitely something. Okay, so I get one of these into my gauge, and the other goes to discard. And then you also get yours into gauge.
And after I can spend up to 2 force, and for each force spent, retreat 1. I'm thinking about that right now.
Yes, that's right.
And
it is still. I'm pretty sure your Treasure Knight ability still fires because it's still during the strike.
Yeah.
So you only need to discard 1 card from hands if you want to do that.
I'll just take the free 1 retreat and leave it at that. It's up to 2 for each 1, retreat 1.
Did you spend a force, though?
I've got the inherent one saying spend up to 2, and for each 1 you spend, retreat 1.
Oh, you can generate a force for free. Okay, that's right. For some reason, I thought it doubled ones that you already spent, but you get 1 for free. Nice. That's cool. That's a fun character.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. You moved. So what do I want to do with my advantage? I could exceed. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and exceed. So I spend 2 gauge from my pile. When you exceed, advance or retreat up to 2.
Yep.
So I will advance and cross over there. And I have the same ability as before, but I also, as an action, can advance or retreat 1 and then strike. So I'm a little more mobile now.
Yeah.
And then because that was a regular action, I draw a card, and you're up.
What's the hand limit? 7?
7, yeah. So if you're ever at 5, like, and you don't want to strike,
Yeah.
and you don't want to play a boost, then preparing is always a good option. It just gives you more flexibility for when the next strike happens.
Yeah. I hate it, but I'm going to prepare. I hate it.
Preparing is usually not bad. But I am going to take the opportunity to strike.
Yep, you are.
Yeah, and I'm not going to take advantage of my advance or retreat, then strike. It's just going to be a normal strike. Oh, no.
Go with this.
Okay. So I am... Oh, dang. That sucks. All right. Well, anyway, so I go first. I hit for 3 because this is a special.
Yep.
Which is soaked by... You have 2 armor, so you take 1 damage. And then after, I advance up to 3, so at least I don't take any damage. So now out of range. And during the cleanup phase, this is going to get added to my boost area as a continuous boost and sustain it. So it's going to last through this next strike and the strike after, basically. And then you're just out of range, so...
Does it last through the next one, or is the sustain just so it doesn't disappear now?
Oh, that's a good point. I don't know. I interpreted it when you read it off the first way, but because it happens during the cleanup phase, I'm not sure the answer to that.
Let me see.
But anyway, you miss, so your card just goes to your discard pile, and then this is at least around for the next strike. It is +1 power. And also, if you are at range 3, you may add a card from your hand to your gauge, which I will not do. I have +1 power on my next attack.
Mine is an after that lets me draw a card, so I will.
But that's only if the card actually does something. If you miss, then it... wait.
No, the rulebook says after effects will happen at the end of your attack after you've hit or missed.
Yep. No, I'm thinking of hit effects.
Yep.
Okay, that was my strike, so you're up. Also, I have 8% battery now.
Oh, no. I'll speed it up.
I thought this thing would go longer. I thought this thing would last longer.
Let's do... We'll strike.
Uh-oh. Why are you not working? There we go. It's just lag. There's the card I want to play. Okay, drop the card. There we go. Speed 5, speed 4. Dang it.
Nice.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, dive is always a little risky against assaults.
Yeah.
But I thought you might be putting in slow range.
I close 2, I hit you for 4, and then I gain advantage.
Correct. Yep. So I lose 4. Did you figure out and then dive is stunned, so oh, well, I guess I do the before still. So 1, 2, 3, but I'm stunned, so nothing happens. And I'm also out of range. Did you figure out the sustain thing?
I think it's the way I was saying, because Cleanup says you discard all continuous boosts in your boost area. If a continuous boost was sustained during the strike, you leave it in play instead. So the fact that it sustains itself as part of the strike, I think it's gone now.
That makes sense. Okay, cool.
All right, and then I had advantage, so I'm going again.
Yep, you're going again. That's right.
Let us do... Gosh, this is risky. This game is good.
Yeah, isn't it? It's so good. It's my favorite, like, 2-player card game, like combat card game. BattleCon is really good too, but it's like 2 to 3 times as long as this. Like, these are 20-minute games, and BattleCon, at least for me, is like an hour and change usually.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a lot of brain burn that happens in BattleCon. Risk it for the biscuit.
Risk it for the biscuit. You got 4 cards in your hand.
Yeah. And 5% battery.
Right. Okay. I'll all right, let's risk it for the biscuit. Ready?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's an EX attack.
Okay, cool. Oh shoot. Yep, that's gonna hurt. Okay, wait. Shit. If you're EXing, then I will.
All right, ready?
Yep. Damn it. Stun immunity, nice. Cool.
I cost my 3 gauge.
Yep, that's right, because it's your ultra.
Yep.
So I'm just blocking. So you go first with speed 1. You hit me for 9 because it was an EX.
Right.
Yep. Which is down to 7 because of my armor. Ouch. And then I can spend force for +2 armor per force spent. So yeah, I actually am going to dump this card out of my gauge to get 4 more armor.
Yeah, makes sense.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then this gets added to gauge after. And that was a great play.
Could have been better.
Yeah. I guess I should have played the other card. I was thinking that would have been slightly better. I prepare, and it's back to you.
Okay. I'll also prepare.
Not been using my boosts enough. Let's just strike.
Striking.
What the heck? Now it says 7% battery. I'm very confused.
I'll let's go with this. Actually, exit.
Ooh, you're gonna exit.
Yeah. Ready?
All right.
Dang it.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, that was a good call. Dive it. At range 3, EXing a dive is almost always beautiful, but this one special of mine is the one exception where that wouldn't have worked. Okay, so I'm at max range, so it's got +2 power, and it's a special.
Yeah,
so it hits for 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And that stuns you. It looks like.
Yep.
Yeah, you have no guard on dive. And then I advance 4, so that's all the way to the end of the board. And then I can either return that to my hand or gain advantage. How much health do you have? 9. Yeah, I'm going to gain advantage and then strike again.
Okay. Go with this one. Ready?
Yep. Speed 2.
Speed 6.
Or 1, sorry. The Scuttle Slam is so cool. Okay, so before you advance 1, you can't. And then you hit for 3.
Yep.
Which is reduced to 1 because of armor and guard. And then you don't push.
Nope.
Because I'm stuck in the corner. Okay, and then I hit back for 4. And I draw a card.
Oof. Oof. Bad times.
Yeah, focus is great at low range. As long as you think that you can soak 7 damage between the 5 guard and the 2 armor. Because it usually punches back harder than the attacks that go fast. I like focus. Good card.
I'm just going to prepare and be sad.
Cool. I'm going to prepare. So back to you.
We're going to... I'm going to play Dive Charge as a boost, discarding that to pay for it.
Nice.
And then it'll be, let's see, I draw a card because I boosted.
Yep.
And then at the start of your turn, the top card of my deck gets placed face down under the boost.
Oh, cool. Oh, I love it. That's a great little utility card.
Yeah.
Dang it. I'm going to have to let you have 2 of those because I don't want to strike right now.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. That was a good play. Okay, I'm going to play Launchpad. It is one of my ultras for the boost.
Ooh.
So I'm going to spend a force out of my hand. It's going to be Cannonball.
Okay.
To move to any space. And I'm going to park it here, probably. Yep. Okay. So that's it. Your turn again.
I'll oof. I'm going to boost Anchor Launch for Anchor Zip. Discarding. Maelstrom chest. I move up to 4 and then draw 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And then that was a boost, so I guess I draw 1 at the end of my turn, huh?
Yep.
At the start of your turn, I get something under dive charge.
Yep. That's a bummer. Do I want to just... I think I just strike to turn off dive charge.
Okay. Let's go with this. Ready?
Okay. Yep. Oh, nice. Grasp.
Nice.
Yeah, so you hit me for 3, and then you can push or pull me 1 or 2.
I guess I'll push you 2.
Yep. So that's 3, and then this does not hit because it's out of range now.
Oh, how much damage did you take?
Wait, no, hang on. Sorry, I have a... this actually will still hit. Sorry, what'd you say?
How much damage did you take?
3.
I had +2 from dive charge.
Oh gosh, you're right. Sorry.
Yep.
That was the whole reason I did this. Yeah, that's 5 damage.
And then I get these to my hand.
Yep. So Propeller Pole has 6 guards, so I'm not stunned, and it does have a before.
Yep. Did your phone die?
No, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay.
Someone called me.
Gotcha. All right, so I get hit for 4, right?
Yeah, so I pulled 2, and then you just get hit for 4. It is a special, but because you were not at max range, it doesn't give me extra power.
Yep.
If only it said pull up to 2. Then I could have stuck you here and killed you. Okay, so that was your strike. I will prepare.
Was that my strike?
Oh, wait. No, what am I talking about? It was your strike. So I'm going to put those cards back without looking at them.
You filthy cheater.
I know, sorry. Yeah, I specifically did that to turn off your card draw for free thing. So yeah, you're up.
Let's see.
Oh wait, and because I hit with that, I actually get to...
Yeah, you do get it.
Gauge it.
Urg. Arg. Will strike. See how this goes.
Okay, I will wild strike.
Oh boy.
I only have 3 cards.
That's fair. Ready?
Yep, let's hope this works. This is the game right here. Your speed 6. Oh, it's a focus! Yes! Is that enough to keep me alive? Let's see. So you're hitting for 3.
Yep.
Which is down to 1. Yep, and then I hit you back for 4.
No, after I retreat 3.
Oh, you retreat 3. Dang it, I didn't catch that. That was a good play. Nice. Okay, yeah, so now it's back to me, and I swing and miss.
Yep.
But I draw a card, so I guess that's nice. Oh yeah, I think I gotta do it now. I put myself in range before for this. Now's my chance to fire it off. So I strike with an EX attack.
Ooh. God, this is for all of it.
Yeah, pretty much. This game is always such a nail biter. It always comes down to these like last minute strikes, which is so appropriate. It's like every time you play an arcade fighting game, it's like you're about to die, and that one last hit is what does it.
All right, ready?
Yep. Oh yes. Okay, sweet. All right, yeah. So this is my Ultra. It's an EX Ultra. I spend 3 gauge to play it. It's range 2 through 5, speed 3, POW 7. So that kills you.
It's 7.
And I guess I can push or pull before, but you blocked, so there's no point in pushing, and you're gonna die anyway. Yeah, it's power 7.
Can't I spend enough force to
Oh, that's right. You can. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. You blocked. You can totally soak.
Yeah.
You have a ton of force that you're not using, so you can turn it off completely. Actually,
So I get my
Nice.
one. I
That
get my
was a good
one.
play.
I get my 1 for free for being Treasure Knight. So already I'm at 4. So I just need to
Correct,
get.
yep.
I just need to spend 2 more.
Yep. Yeah, which is just 1 card from your gauge.
Yeah. I think that's
Nice.
exactly what I'm going to spend.
Okay, so since you're gonna survive, where do I want you next turn? Because it's before, if they did not move during the strike, push or pull up to 3. Let's see. No, I think that's fine. I'll leave you where you're at. Nice, well played.
Thank you.
Block was a good pick.
Now I have to figure out
I wasn't
my turn.
I wasn't paying attention to the card you played. I just saw that I beat you on speed and was like, okay, good, we're good.
You're like,
No,
wow,
we're
he played a speed 0 card. He must have wanted to lose. Man.
Yep. So you're up.
Yeah.
Boost. Strike for all the marbles. Prepare again. Spend your pile of gauge to run away or get closer, I guess.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. Yeah, this game is it always impresses me how strategic it can be. Like there's some hard decisions to be made.
You have 2 cards in your hand?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to gamble that you don't have the right range. We'll see how this goes. Or the right speed or something, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
What you got?
Treasure coin.
Oh, sweet.
Ah,
Okay.
That's what you needed. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I am at max range, so yeah, that'll kill you, I think.
Easy peasy. I've got
But
no...
yeah, the effect before you may spend up to 3 force. Well, that's on when you actually put the card. Yeah, so I go first.
Yep, and then you kill me.
It's max range, so I hit for 3. Yep.
And that's it.
And that'll do it.
Ah, dang. Yeah, if
This
you
is a fun, like, flexible little card.
I loved that card when I played Propeller Knight. Loved it.
Yep. Because it's good at range, but if they're close, you can basically it's always its range is like 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Ah, man. Ah, so close.
Yep.
What did you think of the Shovel Knight characters?
They're really fun. I liked both of these quite a bit. I mean, no, Propeller is super straightforward. Like, there's not a lot of like subtlety or nuance to the abilities, but they are really fun, like flexible abilities.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely appreciate it. And Treasure Knight was like, I love the theme of, or not the theme, but like the interplay between you get a free force and like half your cards let you spend force to do different things. So like you basically always get to do half of your ability, but then like often there are cards that require more than one force, so you can choose to spend to like make it really good. They're good characters so far. I like it. And Sustain is a really interesting mechanic.
Yeah, I forget who, one of them is really about continuous boosts, and Sustains are part of that, and it's really cool. I forget which character it is. Maybe King Knight?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm sure there's at least one character in the box that's like all about the Sustains. I do think we should play more of these characters, but I think I still like Season 2 better.
I know a lot of the hardcore Exceed people still like Season 2 the best, but I haven't tried them yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, the Season 2 mechanic is really, really stinking cool. Basically, every character has 3 special cards that their boost ability is essentially when you hit with that card, the card goes into your play area as a permanent card for the rest of the game. So it's like a boost that never, ever goes away under any circumstances.
Gotcha.
So you can either, but they're all like kind of hard to hit with. Like they're not like, most of them are not exactly on the speed curve. So you kind of have to like read your opponent or risk playing them under like weird circumstances often. Or if you get both of them, you can just play both together as a boost to put one into your play area permanently to like turn on your boost forever. But yeah, so basically every character has the potential of 3 permanent passive abilities. And then to compensate, most of the exceeds are like 5 or 6 gauge to exceed, which is like crazy expensive, right?
Yeah.
But every time you get one of your, I forget what they're called, but the permanent, once every permanent effect reduces your exceed cost by 2.
Oh, interesting.
So often characters can get like 2 of them out or 3 of them out and then exceed for free, essentially.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then as you can imagine, having 3 permanent passive abilities in every character's deck opens up a ton of design space, and they really, really leverage that design space. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on in that season.
That sounds really cool. And there's a ton of them in Season 2, aren't there?
There are 4 boxes of I think they all have 4 characters each, and then there's a promo character. So there's, what is that, 17 characters?
Yeah.
That all use that mechanic. And then there's the Shovel Knight, the promo from Season 2.
Right.
Who I don't actually know. Does the Shovel Knight promo use the I wonder if that's his mechanic. I wonder if he has the
I don't remember him having that.
Okay. Yeah, I think when they built him, they gave him the like Season 1 or season. I think they gave him the Season 3 special thing, which is, I forget what it is.
I don't even remember him having like a special gimmick. He seemed like the ultimate beginner character.
Yeah, that might be it.
But they did do a good job of implementing, like, they use all his relics from the video game. I don't know if you've played the game at all or anything.
I haven't.
It's very cute. I mean, similarly, all the Season 4 characters are very evocative of their boss fights, which is fun.
Yeah, no, I can tell from I've obviously I've seen these 2, and I've played against, my friend played what is it, Frost King or the ice?
Yeah,
Ice
Frostman or whatever, or
Yeah,
Polar Man. Where is he?
Polar King. Or
Polar Knight. Knight. They're all
That's
knights. Right. There it is. I was going Mega Man on it and then making them all mans.
Well, isn't there a king? Oh, that's right. There's King Knight.
Yeah, they're all knights. It's Treasure Knight, King Knight, Polar Knight,
Yeah.
Spectre Knight.
Yeah, so I've played against Polar Knight, and Polar Knight is really cool. And I haven't even played the game, but I could tell that they really nailed the mechanics of those characters from the video game.
Yeah. Have you seen the Enchantress?
No.
She is really cool. She's Lily's favorite character from what we've played. She doesn't draw cards at the end of her turn. At the end of her turn during cleanup, if her hand is empty, she draws until she has 6.
Whoa,
right?
Cool. So you're just incentivized to play literally all of your cards and never prepare.
Yep.
Interesting. Actually, she's just incentivized to strike a bunch because even when you play boosts, you draw 1 card, so you're always replenishing. I guess you could spend force to do things to get yourself down to 0. That is a really cool mechanic. I like that a lot.
If I recall, she has cards that let her... A lot of her stuff costs force or can be boosted by force, if I recall. I'm not seeing that looking through so much. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, that has a range equal up to the number of cards in your hand. That's a cool one.
Oh, that's fun.
Anyway, yeah, she's a really cool character. But yeah, you probably need to go. I should go ahead and shut this down.
Yep, that's true. I should probably go.
Yeah. Thanks for playing, especially all day. This was fun.
Yeah, this was great.
Thanks everyone for watching. We will be back with more something in the future. I don't know what's going on exactly, but we will be streaming. Things are getting back to normal-ish. Are we streaming tomorrow morning, Drew? Is that a thing we talked about?
I'm pretty sure I'll be available tomorrow morning, but I'll need to let you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
And if we are, we can, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll catch you next time. Have a great one.